What's up everybody, Stress-free, back again on another Diablo 4 video. Here to take a look how Penetrating Shot Rogue takes on Harbinger of Hatred, everybody's favorite fight. Just gonna showcase the fight. I'm gonna take a look at all the mechanics. Pretty simple fight. I wish Blizzard actually gave option for you, for the rewards to be more rewarding, I guess, and the fight to be more challenging. So there could be like a player option where you scale your difficulty to reward. And that's like my only gripe about this system right here and this boss fight, that it should be more rewarding. Let me know how you guys feel in the comments about that. But other than that, I'll have the build guide that I'm using for this fight in the description, and you guys can check it out after the fight. I'll have a full breakdown of the build I'm using. If you guys are interested in that, if you guys enjoy this type of content, be sure to like and subscribe. Now let's get to the fight. So let's take a look at the gear. Starting from the helmet, got the usual stuff. We got air perdition. Probably want to be going for lucky hit chance, but I hit the +5 core skill, so I might probably just keep it like that. Here you also want to put the gems in as the dexterity gems. That's pretty much self-explanatory. It's like a must-have helmet this season. Next, I have also the other must-have item is Shot of False Death. The +1 to all passives is insane. Here you also be looking for all stats and max life, two of the best ones. As for the runes, we got Zan, so basically just gives you a little overpowered crit. Another must-have for this build is Fist of Fate. You also probably want to try to get a GA one on lucky hit chance. And you want to be looking for the unique aspect to be at 300%. It's like the most important stuff here. Also attack speeds are pretty good, pretty self-explanatory. One of the S tier gloves for rogues. Next we got the pants. Yeah, I'm using the Umbrus. Gives me free Dark Shrouds, just pumps up my damage per Dark Shroud, and it gives you extra layer of defense. Here I got max life, dexterity, shatter resistance, and fire resistance. I also got cold mutament, and I got the dexterity gems. Next item you want to be getting is Benedict Greaves. It's pretty good for giving you 25% damage to chilled enemies. And here it's a 4 GA, but you probably want to try to hit up around movement speed. Probably like the best one, since I'm already capped out on crit and the cold resistance. Next must-have item you want to have is Eagle Horn. Here I got triple crit on bench shot for it to cast twice, and I got GA on penetrating shot. And also the unique aspect is fully maxed out. It's pretty much what you want to be looking for. And for the runes, I got Quacks, and basically just gives you 100% more damage for 1 second. Next we got the amulet. Here you want to be looking for GA on dexterity. Also got damage, and I got total armor, and I got damage per Dark Shroud, and I got Shadow Clone cooldown reduction. Since we always spamming Shadow Clone, it's pretty nice. And for the aspect, I got deal 42% increased damage while you have a barrier. And for the new jewel, I got, after you cast your catalytic skills, if it's an ultimate, you get 30% more attack speed for 10 seconds. Next we got here the ring. Here I got max life, crit chance, vuln damage, and probably the most important one is a damage per dark shadow. Hit it twice, and I got a shadow clone cooldown reduction. As for the aspect, when you cast ultimate skills, your ultimate damage is increased by 10% up to 100%. Attack tanks, your cooldowns, and this bonus are reset. And for the jewel here, well, you have 2 or more arcana from the school control equipped, gain 45% control duration and 30% lucky hit chance. Pretty strong for this build, because you want to be stacking a lot of lucky hit chance. Next we got of course Ring of Starless Skies. Here looking for lucky hit chance, and I got +5 to core skills. Pretty much self-explanatory, must have ring, all builds use it. And for the jewel, I got you deal 20% more ultimate damage and take 10% more damage. And the next, probably not the most important item for this build is the Azarath. That's where all your damage is basically coming from. You want to have lucky hit chance and 40% chance to deal cold damage, and you want to probably also try to masterwork that to as many crits as you can. And attack speed is really good. And I got here another green gem that gives me critical strike damage. Next, the other weapon, I have a sword. I got here max life, I got damage, and I got critical strike damage. Here you want to temper more cold damage, as I have here, and you also want to hit it with dark shroud damage. As for the spec here, I got when you cast ultimate skill, you gain 27% more damage for 8 seconds, and it gains 2 additional ultimate skill ranks. That's the gear pretty much. Let's go over the skill tree pretty quick. What I was running here, you just dump any points into here to here, and you want to be maxing out penetrating shot. You get enhanced penetrating shot and advanced penetrating shot, pretty much the must-have for that. You want to have also caltrops for the trap, and then you also, for the Paragon board, this one gives you extra damage for enemies standing in traps, and you convert it into a cold one for the extra chill. And for the passives, you want stable elixirs and truck attacks here. Next, you go to subterfuge, going for concealment as your subterfuge skill. Then you also go going for maxing out dark shroud, give you extra defense. You're also going for smoke grenade, give you some extra poison stuff. And here you also be maxing out malice, which damage for on vuln targets. And you want also going for exploit. Next, you want to be going for shadow imbuement to get the mixed shadow imbuement, so you get like extra 12% damage. We're also maxing out alchemical advantage, gives you attack speed and lucky hit chance, and you also want to get deadly venom. And we're going for debilitating toxins. Here you're also going for Deadeye, and of course frigid finesse, extra chill and frozen damage. As for the ultimate side, of course you get a shadow clone, max it out. Here we're also going for aftermath and onto dawn. Then we're going for second wind, give you extra barrier protection, and you also want to go innervation to get more energy regen. As for the key passives, this is between victimize and close quarter combat, kind of like the victimize for extra AoE damage. As for skill assignments, of course you got penetrating shot, shadow imbuement, smoke grenade, shadow clone, caltrops, and concealment. Let's go over the Paragon board. On the first node here, using frost feeder for extra damage on chill targets. Next board we have is Deadly Ambush. This one that bumps up your damage when you trap targets. And for the node, for the glyph, I have Combat here. Next board we have is Eldritch Bounty. And a guy here, Control, with more damage on targets that are crowd controlled. Next board we have is Dense Macabre. So it gives you extra 30% damage when you use a mobility skill. And the glyph here is Turf. As for the last board, we have is No Witnesses, bumps up the ultimate damage, and you also get the bonus. Very nice. As for the glyph, I got Canny. You can also prioritize towards like the end the build. Probably want running Devious, Fluidity, and Headhunter, but I wanted to be a hipster and try my own thingy. But pretty much these could probably scale a little better towards the end game. As for specializations, we running preparations. Basically, when you use all the mana up, it resets the shadow clone. The shadow clone resets the other cooldowns, and you gain also 15% damage reduction. What else? Oh yeah, let's go for the spellcraft powers. We're going here with Thunderous Particle and deactivate suppressor mobs. Then we're going for Nightmare Orb and Frigid Heart to have the 2 control, and we go Bloody Charm to execute targets, pretty very strong. And then we also going for Celestial Surge, which I like when mobs get clumped up and all the AoE damage just like destroys them. And as for mercenaries, I got Subu. We're going with Cover Fire for the opening fire, but this probably could change to right here. I think it'd be probably better for this build. And here we got Bloodthirst, the extra attack speed. That pretty much wraps up the gear and the build. Once again, like I said, I'll have the full build guide in the description below. You guys can check it out. If you guys enjoy this kind of content, be sure to like and subscribe. I appreciate all the support. I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care.